It's cooking with Judge time. Simple one today, spaghetti bolognese. So because it's only me and we've got to cook a minimal amount, I'll be eating spaghetti bolognese for, I don't know, 3 days I suppose. So we got garlic, 2 cloves, 3 actually, so 3 cloves of garlic, some bacon and a bit of capsicum. Has to give it a bit more body than it normally has. We've got the water already on the boil. I always throw a big pot of water on first, get it boiling, and then let it cool a bit, turn it down to simmer so we don't have to fuck around when we do the rest of it. Turn on the range hood so we can get rid of some of this before the smoke alarm goes off. Okay, that looks ready. I cheated a bit and did a bit before we started. I have to eat the meat because it's starting to go a bit grey. It's still fine. You can smell it if the meat's gone off. $500 grams of the leanest mince you can find. Otherwise you end up with a bowl full of fat. I spend the extra $2 on the mince and it's still way cheaper than Macca's or anything you can eat out. I mean, people, oh, I'm broke, I can't afford food, I can't do this, I can't do that. How much has this cost us? $4 for the bolognese sauce, $1 for the fucking capsicum and the bits and pieces and fuck all there. So $5. Half a pack of $5 bacon, $2.50. So what have we done there? $5, $2.50. That's $7.50 plus the meat. $11. So, how much does it cost us to eat? $11.70, $18 divided by 3. We're going to get 3 meals out of it. $6. And a bit of our time. So when people say they can't afford shit, I say, get your fucking shit organised. Because obviously you can. Because you can eat for $6. You know what? Food, if you spend $20 a day, that'll do. I mean, yeah, we all like a little bit extra from now and then, something nice and everything like that. But $20 a day is enough food, and you'll be a fat cunt like me. Okay, we've got to turn this heat down. We'll turn it down to 5 and let it cook. Cook it right through till it starts to brown. Okay, I just checked my Facebook and shit. So, the music, I turn it down, I turn it up, I turn it down. I think I might have to turn it up a bit, give that a bit of a stir. And we are ready for the spaghetti. That pot is simmering up and starting to boil. I'm going to turn the heat down to 5. That'll keep it on a light boil. Spaghetti. I have so much spaghetti to go through because I prepared for an apocalypse. And spaghetti doesn't go off. And it's full of carbohydrates. So spaghetti number 3 by this dude. We'll cook them for 3-4 nights. Handful of pasta, in she goes. I prefer the bolognese sauce than eating the pasta. I only need a little bit of pasta with each one because I prefer the protein over the carbs. And look at that. You know how normally people throw it in there and then it fucking sits there and then half of it burns? No, we got smart. We boiled up the water before we put it in. I think sometimes I'm only doing this to stir the missus up, or the ex-missus, because she used to whinge that I couldn't cook. And it's like, I cook, I just cook different to you. And the taste isn't the problem, it's the problem that you can't stand anyone in your fucking kitchen. And it's like, we just did shit differently. So in order to maintain the illusion of I'm hard done by, she used to fucking whinge and complain and get out of the kitchen, and then consequently start telling all her friends that, oh, he doesn't cook, I have to do everything. Make that make sense. So I'm banned from the kitchen and then I get in trouble for not cooking. Married life. Fun, isn't it? I bet you my spaghetti bolognese tastes better than yours. Now, a sweet fuck all amount of oil in the water. That'll stop the spaghetti fucking sticking together. Season the spaghetti, salt in the water. That'll do. A bit of extra salt in the pot there. And a bit of pepper. Give it a stir. Right, she's starting to brown. Now we just let it brown off a bit and then we add the sauce. Now there's nothing complicated about making a bolognese. You throw some tomatoes in there. We're going to cheat today. We're going to use a tin of tomatoes. Or a jar of tomatoes, I should say. Legos with chunky tomato, garlic and herbs. I see no garlic in there. Oh, sorry, I see no herbs, and I see no. I definitely don't see any. Well, there's no bacon. You can get one with bacon in there. I prefer to add the bacon. Let's see if we can crack the jar. Oop. Nope, we're gonna have to crack it. Get yourself a butter knife under the rim. Just work it in there until you hear the pop. Pop, done. Yum. But like I said, there's nothing fucking difficult about making a bolognese because it's basically just pureed tomato. In she goes. Give it a bit of a shake, obviously. Now these make excellent jars for canning, okay? So don't throw the jar away. Or if you're a yuppie, you can use it as a beer glass. Stir it in. Hey, you're banned from the kitchen. Yeah, whatever. I am so much happier now, eh? I live in heaven. Some people think, oh, but you should be going out to dinner and, you know, enjoying fine food at restaurants and that. And it's like, I don't enjoy it, mate. Every now and then, yes, a restaurant is nice. But for a lifestyle, definitely no. I like to cook. You're banned from the kitchen. How ridiculous, eh? This range hood, the lights are fucked, so I'm going to have to install something, probably a bar of LEDs or just something, hook up to the fan. The fan will have enough power to run them. Or I might just get in an electrician, because I've tried, the actual ballast is shot, so I have to pull the thing apart. But I don't want to call on an electrician, so I'll just get some type of lamp. That said, it doesn't really hurt anything, there's enough light to see. The pasta's still a little al dente, which is a fancy word for saying crunchy or undercooked. So I just did the calculations on what this dinner's going to cost every night, and it's $7, and that'll be large portions. Like, you know, you see those fucking, that'll be double the size of one of those frozen meals. So $7 a meal, $12.50 for the mince, which is premium mince, 500 grams. Still expensive, $12.50 for 500 grams or half a kilo of meat. But this premium stuff. Then we have a handful of pasta. It's like $2 a pack, so that's fuck all, $1. 13.50. We have a jar of the pre-prepped fucking bolognese, which is just tomatoes, so don't get up me about buying pre-fucking pureed tomatoes. 4.50. So what do we have? Like 13.50. 4.50 is 17.50 plus 50 is 18 bucks. And half a pack of bacon, $2. It was on special. The vegetables that I used in there are inconsequential. So there's your extra fucking $1, $2. So 21, 22 bucks. Divide that by 3 to 4. We'll divide it by 3 because I want to be greedy and eat large portions. $7. Bit of electricity, $1 worth of electricity maybe. Nah, it won't be that. So again, fuck all. So we're going to eat like a king tonight with a hearty, extra hearty bacon, garlic and capsicum bolognese sauce. And that's all I've got to say about that. This will feed a family of 4 for 20 bucks or 25 bucks. Call it 25 bucks a night for a family of 4. That's not bad, honestly. And I know where most of their money's going. It's to rent and shit like that. So once they pay rent and fucking fuel bills and all the rest of it, the poor bastards have got no money left for food. How fucked is that? You know, I know that people have their opinions on unemployed people and fucking those doing it tough. You know, oh, if they'd fucking put as much effort into fucking getting a job, and if they wouldn't buy drugs, and if they wouldn't do this, they wouldn't do that. It's like, do you know what they've been through? Do you know how they got into that situation? Do you know what trauma they're trying to mask with the drugs? Do you know? Obviously you don't. So keep your fucking trap shut. Fucking shits me to tears, really does. All these cunts with an opinion. The irony being that I'm throwing an opinion on opinion. So I'm operating technically what they call the bias. Biased at the fact of all the biases. And the only way to beat that is to say nothing and just observe. And even then your brain's going to bias it in a certain direction. You will have an opinion. Even if that opinion is I have no opinion. That's the bias. Our pasta is ready. It's perfect. Out comes the strainer. It's spaghetti. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to push it up against the fucking... No, I'll use a strainer because we're doing a cooking show. But there is a cheat. You just push it up against the edge of the sink. Make sure your sink's clean. Push it up against the edge of your sink. Let all the water drain in it. Tonight we got our handy strainer. In the sink she goes. See that? No sticking, no bullshit. Wash the pot immediately. And that is the secret to no washing up. It's already done. So many people leave it till the next day and it's like, uh-oh, this pot's going to have an emergency. Too much heat, turn the heat off. Dinner is served. The dishwasher will take care of that. And so we're done. One spaghetti bolognese. What's that, 10 minutes? 15 tops. Clang. Nice and warm still. Let's go serve it up. I always put a little bit of effort into serving things up. You spend all that time cooking it. One spaghetti bolognese. With enough spaghetti bolognese for the next 3 days. Large fork, a knife just to scoop it together. I shouldn't need to tell people this, but obviously you do. We are done. Good appetite, everyone. That's cooking with Judge for another day. What was it? 25 minutes, 30 minutes total time investment.